Here she is now, Ellen DeGeneres.
Welcome to the Kellen Show. We are so happy to have you here today. We have many, many special guests planned for today's show. But first off, I want to take a moment of silence and remember a very special person. It is October 9th, 1937. Today, sadness is felt all over the world. Ernest Rutherford, an experimenter responsible for a remarkable series of discoveries in the fields of radioactivity and nuclear physics, has died at the age of 66 in Cambridge, England. His ashes are planned to be buried in Westminster Abbey. The most fitting memorial of his death is going to be a place in the periodic table, element 104, Rutherfordium. In remembrance of him, let's take the time to watch the interview I had with him on my show about a year ago. Welcome to the Kellen Show. We are so excited today. We have so many special guests, but we have a particularly special guest first. Our special guest today is the father of the nuclear age, 1908 Nobel Prize in Chemistry Award winner, and the inventor of the nuclear atom, Ernest Rutherford. Well, hello. It's an honor to have you here today, Ernest. Please, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Please, just call me Ern. I was born about 65 years ago on August 30th, 1871, near Nelson, New Zealand. My father, James Rutherford, was a flax farmer, and my mother, Maria, was a school teacher. Our house faced the sea in New Zealand, and my father ran the farm on the property. And I have 11 brothers and sisters. I am the fourth of 12 children.
Wow. Fertile Myrtle. What education shaped you into the legend that you are today?
I attended Nelson College in 1886 and Canterbury College from 1889 to 1894 on scholarships that I was really just grateful to receive. And I researched at the Cavendish Laboratory in Cambridge, England, along with J.J. Thomson. I was actually his first graduate student. After I went to school and in college, I became a professor once I taught in Canada, and I also became an author. I have been the author of many publications. One of my famous ones is Radioactivity, actually, is what it's titled.
Wow, radioactivity. Well, that's great. You know, I'm a married woman. I'm just curious, are you a married man?
Well, as a matter of fact, my wife is with me here today. My wife is Mary Newton, and we have a daughter named Eileen.
Great. Well, maybe we'll get a chance to meet them later on in the show. Wonderful. So could you tell me what you're famous for discovering?
Well, I could go on in a serious, long discussion about all that I've discovered in my 65 years, but I just want to make this short and sweet and simple. The one thing that I want everyone to know about me is that I am the discoverer of the nuclear atom. Yes, I discovered the positively charged central region containing most of the atom's mass, the nucleus.
Wow. Well, how'd you find all that out?
Really, my find came from a very strange experiment and experience. I was shooting alpha particles with some other scientists into a thin piece of gold foil. It's my gold foil experiment. And when I shot these alpha particles into it, some would go right through, which made sense because then they thought that the atom was like plum pudding. It's just not very consistent. And then some came bouncing back, and I was like, why is it bouncing back? And after tracing the particles and examining the patterns, I deduced the atom to have nearly its mass and this positive charge to be in the middle, and we called this the central nucleus. That it was about like 10,000 times smaller than the actual atom itself. And then the electrons, the negative charged particles, really just orbited it like 2D just around the nucleus that was right in the center.
Wow. That went right over Kellen's head. Is there anything else about the atomic structure that you discovered?
With the discovery of the nucleus also came the discovery of the proton, and protons, or proton, are what are in the nucleus, and really they're positively charged just like the nucleus as well.
Why is this atomic structure, why is this so important?
This really is important. The atom is particularly important because it is the building block of all matter. When I found the nucleus, it showed physicists that the positive charge did not run through the entire atom, but it ran in just a central region in a small, very small, enclosed space. People all over the countries, in classrooms, in homes, in this entire world will know what the atom is by the time they go through school. The atom and the nucleus is the basis of chemistry and a crucial part of the periodic table. An atom is specified by its proton count, which is what I invented, and each element has its own number of protons, which makes it unique.
Wow. You know, Ern, you're a pretty sharp. You know what? I think all of our children in America need to learn and understand just exactly what Ern stands for. And that nucleus is important. So you know what? I've come up with an idea, Ern.
Oh, what's this idea?
Let's do a cheer. Let's do a cheer so the children can learn that Ern and the nucleus go together. Something like this. N-U-C-L-E-U-S-S-S-S-S-S-S. Think you can handle that?
I think I can handle it.
All right, here we go. N-U-C-L-E-U-S-S-S-S-S-S-S. One more time. Ready? N-U-C-L-E-U-S-S-S-S-S-S-S. Go, Ern! We want to thank you for joining us on this special edition in the remembrance of Ernest Rutherford. Please stay tuned because after break, we have another special guest to join us for today's show. We've got Miss Michelle Holtmeyer, a great chemist and a great scientist from Wardsville, Missouri. Stay tuned.